Hey fans, a new era of women's basketball is officially underway right in the center of Indianapolis. This isn't just about the game anymore. It's about power, money, and the remarkable rise of a basketball prodigy, Caitlin Clark. While these ladies can't seem to find their groove and snag a win, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever took another loss, making it 5 in 5 games. Now the Fever are sitting at a rough 0-5 this season, stuck at the bottom of the table. Despite the struggles, Caitlin Clark's buzz keeps growing stronger, as she has already got multi-million-dollar endorsements from industry giants like Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, and more. But this time, she's pulled off something that hasn't been seen in basketball since the days of Michael Jordan. So, to all our fans out there, welcome to She Got Game. Get ready for a wild ride as we unpacking the business side to the cursed face of Caitlin Clark. Stick around till the end of the video because this isn't your grandma's basketball. It's a whole new game. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As we're rolling, let's get down to business. Caitlin Clark just made headlines by inking a major sponsorship deal with U.S. sports giant Wilson, in a move not seen since Michael Jordan. The buzz around this deal isn't just about the ink on paper, it's about the groundbreaking products hitting the market. Wilson, renowned for its top-tier sports gear, announced on Tuesday that Clark will have her own signature line featuring a range of items, with limited edition basketballs leading the charge. Imagine having a basketball with Caitlin Clark's name on it. The first wave of products under this deal is a trio of basketballs decked out in white and gold, elegantly engraved with Clark's name and showcasing 3 different moments from her standout college career at the University of Iowa. It's a collector's dream come true for die-hard basketball enthusiasts. This is a way major news because she joins the ranks of the Chicago Bulls legend who famously collaborated with Wilson in the 80s to launch his own line of basketballs. The arrangement adds to a growing list of sponsorships landed by Clark, who has become one of the biggest names in the U.S. sports world. She's proven time and again that she's more than just a basketball player. She's a brand, a symbol of excellence in her sport. But hang on a sec. Is this going to remain the same, even if the Indiana Fever continue to play this kind of basketball? Let's roll this part now. The Indiana Fever's journey in the WNBA has hit a rough patch, leaving fans disappointing with their 4th straight loss this season. Everyone was thinking that if Caitlin Clark was picked by Indiana Fever as the #1 draft pick, it would change Indiana Fever on a whole new level by teaming up with Aaliyah Boston. But it seems really different for Indiana and the worst of Caitlin Clark. The Fever's path to getting Clark first began to be paved in December. Indiana won the WNBA draft lottery, earning the #1 overall pick for the 2nd year. By picking Clark, the Fever made history by choosing Clark as the #1 overall pick for 2 years in a row. Last year, they picked former Naismith Women's College Basketball Player of the Year and WNBA Rookie of the Year Aaliyah Boston. So it's been clearly seen #1 pick is turning out to be cursed for Caitlin Clark. But if you have a question that why does Indiana Fever keep landing the #1 draft pick repeatedly in recent years? Let me tell you, you're at the right place. The WNBA's got this cool lottery thing going on to decide who gets the top draft picks, to determine the draft order for the top 4 teams, rather than awarding the #1 pick to the team with the worst recent record. Eligibility for the top 4 picks is based on the cumulative records of the past 2 seasons, which this year includes the Fever, Mercury, Sparks, and Storm. To establish the order of the top 4 picks, 14 numbered balls are placed into a lottery machine and drawn to create a 4-digit code. The team assigned that combination receives the coveted #1 pick. This process is repeated for the 2nd pick. The remaining team with the lowest cumulative record claims the #3 pick, ensuring that Indiana, with the lowest combined record from 2022 and 23, will not select any later than 3rd. The 4th pick is then granted to whichever team remains among the 4 franchises. This system ties a team's lottery odds to their performance over the previous 2 seasons. In 2022, the Fever endured the league's worst record at 531. Consequently, Indiana Fever secures the #1 draft pick, emphasizing the league's strategy to support struggling teams in their quest for improvement. That's why Indiana Fever has been getting the #1 draft pick in the last few years. Because they are so bad that they are only banking on top talents to turn things around. The #1 draft pick seems to have cast a shadow over Caitlin Clark, turning into somewhat of a nightmare for her. But what if Caitlin ended up being picked by another team? Imagine if Caitlin Clark was scooped up by the LA Sparks as the number 2 pick. Picture her taking the court alongside Lexi Brown and Cameron Brink. The potential for a dynamic trio emerges, blending Clark's shooting prowess with the skills and chemistry of her new teammates. More effectively, consider the scenario where Caitlin lands with the New York Liberty, picked at number 11. Here, she could join forces with the likes of Sabrina Ionescu and the star Brenna Stewart. These are players who've already shown their mettle, having taken down the Fever in recent games. Playing alongside your former opponents can be a game changer, opening up avenues for growth and learning that are hard to come by. This new trio could easily become one of the most lethal combinations in all of WNBA's super teams. Picture the floor spacing and scoring potential with shooters like Ionescu and Clark, complemented by the presence of a dominant center like Brenna Stewart. It's a combination that sounds almost too good to be true. But the potential outcomes for Caitlin vary wildly depending on which team picks her up. Unfortunately, it ended up with Indiana Fever. Right now, things seem to be heading in a tough direction, with pressures mounting from her coach and uncertainties looming large. But in the world of sports, twists and turns are constant, and the future remains unpredictable. As Caitlin Clark's story unfolds, uncertainties loom large. Will she break free from the curse of the number 1 pick and lead the Indiana Fever to new heights? Or will she face challenges that test her resilience and determination? Because the game against Seattle was a heartbreaker. Some sloppy plays in the fourth quarter led to an 85-83 defeat on Thursday night at Climate Pledge Arena. The Fever found themselves in a position to turn the script and take the lead after a clutch turnover with 10.1 seconds left. But Clark couldn't get a grip on the pass and ended up on the floor, leading to a jump ball. And just like that, they lost by the barest of margins. Next up, they're heading to LA to take on the Sparks at Crypto.com Arena on Friday. Can the Fever turn around in LA? Only time will reveal the answers. So, stay tuned to She Got Game for all the latest updates and insights into Caitlin Clark's remarkable journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop. Until next time, never ever forget to shoot your shot.